In FC24, I have developed a special build-up formula that is completely taking over the course of the game and helps me to become more dominant. I called it the ABC strategy, and it's actually ridiculously easy as it sounds, and you will be shocked how magnificently it works. Let's start with A, which stands for attacking the free space. Instead of forcing a pass forward, identifying the free space is very crucial during the build-up. This way you can create a comfortable zone for yourself in which you can pace up your attack and dodge defenders. Your environmental control has to be perfect. That means you need to take a look at the defender's pressure zone and try to get the ball away from there as soon as possible. Especially if you want to break the high pressure, you need to find the open space and get the ball there either with a pass or dribble. This will force the opponent to make an extra defensive move, and they will give away another free space which you can again play to. Let's see an example. Here, as I get the ball back, I immediately look out for the free space I can use under heavy pressure. I don't need to rush the ball since the passing lane towards forward is blocked, so I turn around and go for the pass towards the center back. While the ball is traveling, my focus is on my chem player who is in that free space, but I also pay attention to the opposition player who might block the passing lane with a quick player switch, so I decide to pass the ball towards the other midfielder who could become a bridge between both players, and there it is. With the right passing, we complete our build-up from the back and get ourselves into the open to find the last man in behind the defensive line and score a well-prepared goal for our side. However, you can't always find the open space so easily and you have to work for it, which brings us to the part B, which stands for breaking the game direction. Every single attack is a starting direction. With this aspect, I intentionally make the defender believe that I'm committing for a specific direction, which he will be forced to anticipate. And while he's making his defensive move, I quickly break the game direction by simply changing the intention of my next move. But how does that help me? Well, as you can see here, I'm facing the lower side as if I'm about to pass the ball, where the opponent thinks, alright, let's dive in. But with that bait, I quickly turn towards the upper side, which completely gets the player out of the position. In that way, I create tons of free space to dribble to and break the defensive balance. Let's demonstrate. As I'm trying to get out of the high pressure, I find a space to dribble to. However, the opponent selects and drags the midfielder towards the side. If I can get rid of him, the space he's emptying is going to be a huge target for my build-up. So I think of intentionally dribbling the ball towards the upper side, which will make him believe that I'm committing to it, so he pushes his player further, and with a quick step, I change the direction and turn towards the free space. There, I find an easy passing opportunity. The gap he created is going to make him panic, so I want to do the same thing once more by controlling the ball first towards the upper side as if I'm intending to pass the ball to the runner, and then quickly break the direction towards the other side and find my striker in behind the defensive line who enjoys the free space created by this beautiful aspect and finishes the easy chance. We have a detailed tutorial on breaking the game direction that is completely free on the Guide Plus. If you want to learn more secrets to it, check the links in the description. Last but definitely not the least, C for controlling the players off the ball. Sometimes we see the open space, but we can't fill that gap or play the ball there just because our players don't make the right movements. First off, calling the players back. Under heavy pressure, it will be really hard to pass the ball even if you have the space. Here, for example, I can try to pass the ball to Modric, but I also realize that there is a defender very close to him and the opponent is already ready to defend the pass because he switched that player. This is why I tap the R1 button while pointing out the receiver to get him a couple steps back, and he receives the ball well without any problem. Same goes the other way. You see an opening in behind the defensive line, but your player doesn't make a run. So point him out with the left stick again and briefly tap the L1 button. This will make him run wildly in that direction, and you can send a long ball to easily build up from the back. As I retrieve the ball in the midfield, I intend to get the ball towards the other side since it's less crowded by the opposition. However, my winger is about to make a run, and if I just pass the ball might not end up in the free space at his feet. So I point out his direction and briefly tap the R1 button to make him stop and call back towards my dribbler. He reduces the gap and also gets himself in a better position to receive the ball. Right after receiving it, I see that the opponent drags his defender out to challenge him, which also creates an open space in behind, which is why I pass the ball to my striker while holding onto the L1 button. That makes my winger run straight into that space after passing the ball, and after waiting for the optimal moment, controlling the players off the ball pays off, and I finally got myself into a 1 versus 1 with the keeper and banged the ball in. If you're interested in more build-up methods, definitely check out our latest video that appears on your screen right now, where we show you the special build-up method of Anders Wehrgang, who became the FC24 World Champion. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, take care and peace.